Hi, this is Eric from My Restaurant Apps. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with events, updating one-time and recurring events, and even show you how they work within our preview program on the web. Let's get started. Assuming that you're already logged in and your pop-up blockers are off, we're going to click on the Content button, and we're going to look for the Events tab now. If you don't find it, contact us and we'll help you find it because we may have renamed it for you when we started your app. Okay, in the Events tab, we have a couple things here. First of all, we want to talk about ordering of the events when they show up in the list on the app. You can either manually order them so you can control them. You can put things to the top that you want to show them on the top, not necessarily in date order, or you can allow them to go by date order. So if I do update settings, everything's in date order. If I do manual and then update settings, it's manual order, and I can drag and drop the events and put them in any order that I'd like to have them in. Auto inactive will actually delete the events automatically after their day has passed. So it's one less thing for you to maintain. Let's talk about a recurring event. Recurring events are different from one-time events in that they recur the same day and time each week. I'll show you an example here. We're talking about Sunday brunch. And here we have a couple things. We have the pages, which is the events page background color and text color. You can set that here just by clicking on it and then dragging the cursor around to whatever color you'd like, saying OK. It's important to have a header image. It's not required, but there'll be a big blank spot at the top of your event if you don't have it. So for example, I'll choose a file. It's 640 pixels wide by 240 tall. All right, and this one recurs on Sundays from 10 a.m. until 1:13 p.m. Sunday brunch, and I can write in here, we have a great menu for the morning after. Now, one thing you have to remember, click Save, and now it's going to ask you if you want to crop and adjust your image. If you say yes, it gives you a little image editor so that you can move this around, this little box, so that you can crop your own image based on what you did. You can also change the opacity of it. You can spin it, and you can make it bigger or smaller if you'd like. I kind of like that right there. Remember to click Save. Now you're done. X out of this box. Now let's take a look at a one-time event. I'll show you a few other things. This White Christmas here for Narberth. It has its header, it has its date. I didn't put a time since it has a lot of days down here, and I really wanted to work with the community theater to make sure that they got links, and there were a lot of days in there. We didn't want to crowd out with events. So, making sure that it's active, since it's still an active event, we typed all of our text in here that we want to say the dates. But it would be really great if we could actually link to their page. So what I'm going to do is I'll highlight that for now, and I've already have the Narberth Community Theater's webpage. So I'm going to highlight the URL, copy it, go back here, and then I'm going to look for this little chain link to put a link in. Click on that. It's going to say link URL. I'm going to paste that link right in there. Now it's going to ask me for target. And what that really means is, do I want it to replace the app in the window, or do I want it to open up in a new window? I'm going to say a new window. And then I'm going to say for a title, Narberth Theater. I'm going to roll down and say Insert. Now what you'll notice is that there's an underline here, and that when I hover over it, it said Narberth Theater, which is what I said. Save changes. That's all there is to it. Now if I want to go over and preview it, click the preview, and I'm going to actually run it in the simulator over the left side. The HTML5 does not yet have events in it. But that would be for Blackberries and such and things that don't actually have apps yet. So if I click the Events tab, great. I got the Narberth Community Theater. I've got the link showing there. You can have people add it to their calendar by hitting the plus sign, which will automatically tell them that the event was added to their calendar to remind them of it. If they click these little dialogues here, they can actually choose to tweet it or Facebook it, and those comments will get posted, and the comments will actually show up here. Going to the theater to see White Christmas. You can also say that you're attending it here. I've already said I'm attending it, and this will be all those things that you'll get back over on your page. And then gallery people are allowed to upload pictures here. So when you go back over to your management page to see the events and such, and you click on the Narberth Community Theater, if you were to look at comments, you can see those comments. You have the choice to delete them. You can see who's going and delete it. And then you can see the images, and you can have those pictures come back over to you as well. So it's an all-in-all full-service event that allows you to work with things that you're doing, bands or other things that you're doing, or things that are happening with your partners or your community to do cross-promotions. That's it. Thank you for having us create your app. You can contact us for further support at the email or phone numbers on the screen. Have a great day.